You mentioned the tan run and the skin folds. The skin folds have been taken out of the draft combine, I think. Heard that a couple of weeks ago. What are your thoughts on that?
It's a mix-up one. I think it is a good sort of benchmark to have, and sort of see where you can sort of pick up anything on a player's sort of body composition to improve, and it's good to have a bit of a sort of a guideline. But again, we used to stress ourselves out. Ask my wife about it, and my family or whatever. You're pinching yourself at Christmas time, worrying how much Christmas pudding you're having because you think you're going to put on the extra kilos or some skin fold. I was pretty fortunate. I probably wasn't a Ben Cousins of the world or some of the players I played with it. It just they could eat anything and they're still ripped. But at the same time too, is I sort of did. I could sort of eat a fair bit and drink a bit and not sort of put on too much, but you always were a bit paranoid around that. So from the psychological point of view, I think they're not great because they do put a lot of pressure on. Because if your skin folds are 5 millimeters over, but you're running good time trials and things like that, I had a good teammate of mine, Jolie Patfull, who I hope he doesn't mind me saying that he was probably always on the mid to high side of the skin folds.
Yep.
And he used to stress himself out about it and try and get him down. But he'd be our best runner, probably a top 3 runner, and then he won, sort of 2 back-to-back best and fairest at Brisbane the years that I was playing with him, and he used to stress himself out about having high skin folds. And so there's an example, I think, that we can take it a bit too sort of serious. But I think they're okay in periods where you can sort of get them out and give the players a bit of a test.
Yeah, for sure. I think there's DEXA scans and whatnot these days as well. They're going to probably give more accurate data on muscle mass and fat mass and the distribution of that as well. But like you said, it's probably a good opportunity to shift the focus. If you're spending your whole preseason worrying about your skin folds, that's an opportunity that you could be worrying about or working towards your skills or your fitness or something.
Correct.
And if your diet's good and your training habits are elite, I think the skin folds are probably something that take a back seat in that sense. You've got some excellent players that might naturally have higher skin folds, but they've got strengths in other areas. In saying that, professional athletes, you expect a certain level of engagement nutritionally. But I think you're exactly right. There's probably other ways that we can achieve those goals.